Hola everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Jesus and this is Weirdo Beauty. For today's makeup video, I'm going to show you how to get both white eyeliner looks from the Rain On Me music video. Let's get started. I'm first going to show you how to get Ariana's makeup look first. I already did my eyebrows off camera and I tried to make them look thin like hers, but one ended up too thick and it was taking me a while to fix it, so excuse how ugly it looks. I also already applied the Milani eyeshadow primer off camera and blended 2 shades from the James Charles X Morphe palette on the outer corner of my eye and a bit in my crease. The shades are named Punch Me and No Beans, which are a light caramel brown and a cocoa powder brown. Next, I'm going to work on the black eyeliner, and I'm using the House Laboratories liquid eyeliner named Punk, and I'm first lining my lash line, and the eyeliner extends into the very inner corner of the eye, and for the outer corner, I'm drawing a small wing. This wing will serve as an outline for the white liner later on. Before I finish the eyes, I'm quickly applying my base. For primer, I'm using the e.l.f. Hydrating Primer Serum. For foundation, I'm mixing the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation in the shade Nude with 2 drops of the e.l.f. Nourishing Facial Oil so that the foundation isn't so dry. For concealer, I'm using the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the shade Medium Beige in the outer corner of my lower lash line, and I'm using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer in the shade Light Ivory in the inner corner of my lower lash line, a bit on my chin, nose, and center of my forehead. The blending sponge I'm using is by LA Colors, and for powder, only under my eyes, I'm using the e.l.f. Sheer Smooth and Set Eye Powder, and everywhere else I applied the concealer, I'm using the Coty Airspun Powder. Now I'm going to do the white eyeliner, and since I filmed this look second and I ran out of white pencil liner, I'm using the white shade from the James Charles X Morphe palette named Flashback, and I'm taking that on a Morphe 2500, which is just a thin detail brush. I'm first starting in the inner corner, and I'm placing the white as close to my lower lash line as possible. Then I follow that line that I created with the black wing, and I'm placing the white next to the black and following the shape, and I collect that line to the lower lash line. I'm extending that white line upwards following the curve I made earlier, and at the end of that white line, it will almost be parallel to the tail of my eyebrow. Now since my eyes are hooded, I'm not actually going to follow the shape of my crease. I'll be drawing the rest of the white eyeliner above my crease, and I'm first doing the inner portion of the white, which should line up with the front of my brow, and the white should have a curve to it and not be a straight line, and I'm drawing it halfway, then I'm connecting the tail of the wing to the line I drew earlier. Now if you're using a regular white eyeliner and it's more pigmented, then you could stop here, but since my white isn't that pigmented, I'm going to go over that wing off camera to intensify it. But before I do that, I'm going to take a black waterproof eye pencil, the one I have is by Sephora in the shade Suede Shoes, and with that I'm lining the waterline of my eye, and the black should be connected to the black wing from earlier, and it should also extend almost to the inner corner of the eye. To finish off my base, I'm using the shade Punch Me from earlier to contour my cheeks, forehead, and chin on an angled Profusion contour brush. For blush, I'm mixing the pink and coral shade from the Maybelline Master Blush Color and Highlight Kit on an angled Wet n Wild blush brush. And for highlighter, I'm using the Fenty Beauty All Over Diamond Balm in the shade How Many Carats, and I'm just applying that with my fingers onto the top of my cheeks, a bit above my brows, and a bit on my nose. Now to finish my eyes, I'm first curling my lashes, and then applying the black e.l.f. Plump It Up Mascara, and for fake lashes, I'm using the Ardell Demi Wispy Lashes, and I'm using the Kiss Clear Lash Adhesive to apply them. And finally for lips, I'm first lining them using the House Laboratories RIP Lip Liner in the shade Myth, and to fill in the rest of my lips, on the e.l.f. lip brush, I'm using the Mauvey Pink color from the e.l.f. Runaway Ready Lip Palette. For lip gloss, I'm using the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fussy, which is a mauvey pink with a bit of sparkle. And to set it all in place, I'm using the Ribbon 2-in-1 Stay Matte Primer and Setting Spray. And this look is all complete! Next I'll show you how to get Lady Gaga's makeup look. Again, I already applied my eyebrows and applied my eyeshadow primer off camera, and to start on my eyes, I'm using the white Wet n Wild Color Icon Kohl pencil named You're Always White. And I'm first drawing the wing starting in the inner corner of my eye, and it will extend a bit past the tail of my brow, and it will run parallel to it. Then for the inner corner, I'm applying the white following the shape of my eye, and the white should be as close to the eye as possible, and it will be pointy almost like you're extending the inner corner of the eye. Then I'm drawing the white on the upper lash line as close to the lashes as possible, and connecting it to the white line I drew earlier. Now I'm going to draw the other side of the wing by following the shape of my crease, and filling in the tail of my wing, and connecting that wing to the inner corner. And off camera, I filled in the rest of that white wing, and to set that white in place, I'm using the white shade named Flashback from the James Charles X Morphe palette on an e.l.f. concealer brush. Now on a Morphe M506 brush, which is just a tapered blending brush, I'm mixing the shades Punch Me and No Beans from the James Charles X Morphe palette, and I'm applying those colors under the inner corner of the brow and right along my nose. For the black liner, I'm using the House Laboratories liquid eyeliner from earlier, and I'm just lining my upper lash line since I don't see much of her wing for Gaga's makeup. And off camera, I curled my lashes, applied the same mascara and fake lashes as earlier, and did the other eye. And I also applied the same primer, foundation, concealer, powder, contour, blush, and highlighter as earlier. Now for my lips, I'm using the same lip pencil from earlier, but to fill in my lips, I'm applying the House Laboratories Le Riot Lip Gloss in the shade Venus, which is just a pink mauve color. And to set everything in place, I'm using the same setting spray from earlier. And this look is now complete. In the comments down below, let me know which look you like better. I honestly love both, and I can't decide which one I like more. If you like this video, you can subscribe to my channel, watch another video, and turn on the notification bell to get notified when I upload a new video. You can follow me on Instagram and Snapchat at JesusCH with an extra U, and on Twitter and TikTok at JesusCH_, also with an extra U. I'll see you all in the next video. Adios!